I do. Um, Anytime you get a chance to, go out there and play, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's just such a blessing to be able to play this game at such a high level, like we do. But yeah, every Saturday or any day that we get to play the sport, it's a great opportunity. So I'm excited for it.
Stop to think about it. Like, you're going to walk out on the field Saturday. Georgia's going to be across the way. You're in Atlanta, close to home, big dome stadium, national TV. Have you thought about that?
Not much, honestly. I mean, I played there a few times, just like you said, being from Georgia, and we played there in 22. So, it won't be my first time playing there. Won't be my first time just on that stage. So, I haven't really sat back and thought about it, but I'm excited to just walk in there, show what we can do as a team, show what I can do myself, but. Just looking forward to see how we compete and match up versus them.
Barrett, Cade was just in here and he was telling us that Coach Sweeney was saying, hey, there are certain teams that have been preparing and working for the last 12 weeks to be able to play a team like this in the playoffs. You guys get to play them week one. What feelings does that elicit?
It's exciting. His whole message has been playoff ready, game one, first snap. So to open up against a high caliber opponent like Georgia, like you said, it's really a playoff game, and it's the first week of the season. So it's super exciting. Not many people get this opportunity, so definitely I'm gonna make the most of it. But it's exciting to say the least.
I think there's over 20 players from Georgia on Clemson. I guess have any other teammates kind of spoken with you or just spoken in general about going back home to play in Georgia against Georgia?
Yeah, we've all talked about just like how we have a lot of people coming to the game, and just those us being from Georgia, we have a bunch of people asking us for tickets and to come watch us. So that's really been the main conversation. Just us being from Georgia and having a lot of family from the state. Um, but yeah, we're all just super excited to get back home and play against the in-state team. So it's super exciting.
Talking to Garrett Riley yesterday, said just compared to last year, the offense just has more of a pulse on its identity. Just have you seen a different confidence from them? Just what have you seen from this offense leading up the game?
I've seen them all grow, just more comfortable within the system. Going into Coach Riley's second full year, everyone just really has a true understanding of what he's trying to do, and he really understands his players, and the players really understand him just as a coach and as a man off the field. So I think everyone on the offense is just gaining more confidence because of that, just having him going to a second year. But I think it all starts just how comfortable they're getting, just getting to know him more, and really diving deeper into the playbook as well. So I'm excited to see how they play throughout the course of the season. But it should be fun to watch.
I think Coach Sweeney said you were going to be the defensive player with the helmet comms. So what is that like, I guess, talking with, I guess, Wes Goodwin or hearing him hire them play?
It's super cool. I always see I grew up watching the NFL games, and you see how they have that they've had that for years now. So the fact that I was chosen to be that on defense is super exciting. But it's gonna be very helpful too. Just if Wes sees something from the sideline, he can just talk in my ear, and I can let my guys know. And so it's super exciting just to have that on-field communication. Just and I think it's going to be very helpful for us, this season and for years to come. So I'm excited for it.
What's his voice like through the headset? 'Cause I was a pretty chill guy. So what does it actually sound like to your Wes talking?
I mean, when he yells, I can barely hear a thing. But when he talks, it's pretty mellow, pretty chill. But yeah, when he yells into it, he just sounds like it's pretty muffled. But it's good. It's a good addition. It's going to be very helpful for us.
Does he like talk all the way up to like the cutoff time, or is it like pretty much just to give you a small piece of information? Like how does he not, I guess, overflow you with information?
It depends. It depends on what the offense is doing. If they're moving fast, he won't really say much into it just because, we have to get lined up fast and have to get the other guys lined up and just a lot of communication on the field. So it really just depends on what the offense is doing. Sometimes he says more than other times, but, it all just depends on, how much time we have to line up and if the offense is moving fast or if they're moving slower. It just depends on that.
What stands out about Georgia's offense, and what's it going to take to slow down a unit like that with Carson back and so many other playmakers?
What stands out to me is just how explosive they are, just run game and pass game. They do a lot of stuff schematically that makes it challenging for defenses to adjust. So, for us, it's going to be huge just to communicate, all three levels, make sure everybody's on the same page, and just be physical and just fly around and just, try to knock somebody's head off. But I think probably communication is going to be the biggest thing for us. It's just knowing what we're doing as a defense and make sure everybody's on the same page.
I think each of Georgia's losses over the past 2 seasons, 3 seasons, it was over. It was the team that they faced forced a critical turnover. I guess have those conversations been present in you guys' conversation leading up to the game?
I think that's a conversation we really emphasize every single week. And, football is all about the ball. Offensively, you want to take care of the ball, and defensively, you want to get the ball out, whether that's a fumble, whether that's interception, or whatever it may be. So, I think that's always been an emphasis for us, just getting the ball. But we know how important it is going to be in this game, just holding the ball, taking care of it, but also creating those turnovers as a defense. So that's always been something that we emphasize. Bless you.
I guess just one more question on the comms. I think Coach Sweeney also said Sammy Brown was the other person with the communication device. So, what does that say about him as a freshman, that his understanding of defense is accelerated to the point where he can actually be the guy communicating everything to everyone else?
I think it just pays a testament to, how smart he is and just, how hungry he came in, just being so young and, already having a pretty good grasp of the defense. Because you can't give that to anybody. You can't just give a mic to anybody on the field. So just for him to be a young guy coming in, hasn't even played a real snap of college football yet, I think it's just a testament to how hard he's worked and the extra time that he puts in and just how smart he is. So super proud of Sammy.
Barrett, I can't imagine there are too many more questions or answers you have to give before Saturday. What are you looking forward to most about Saturday, and how ready are you for it to just be here at this point?
Just playing football again. I'm tired of going against Phil Maffa and Walker Park and all those guys. I want to face a real opponent besides my teammates. So I'll probably say that's what I'm most excited for. Just playing a real team. Or a real opponent, instead of playing my own teammates, and just being able to hit somebody, hit a quarterback too, because how we have quarterback rules. But I'll say just playing a real team now. That's probably what I'm most excited for.
Are you hitting a quarterback this Saturday?
Am I hitting a quarterback?
Yeah. Are you getting to the quarterback this Saturday?
I plan on it. Yes. we'll see what happens, but that's the plan. That's the plan.
Started in that season opener against Duke, where you said even yourself you might not have been in game shape at that point. Have you noticed more of a buy-in this year, where you have a team like Georgia, where you're playing week 1, where everybody's got to be ready and dialed in for week 1? There's no ramp-up games.
Yeah, and that just goes back to what Coach Sweeney said about playoff ready, game 1, play 1. Just we can't wait to get warmed up throughout the whole season. We have to, from the first snap of kickoff, kick return, whatever it may be, we have to be best shape of our life, ready to, play for a national championship as if it was, that day. So that's been the emphasis, regardless if we were playing Georgia or not. Just game 1, play 1. We need to be playoff ready. So, we put in a lot of hard work this offseason, and our strength staff, they do an amazing job, and they definitely make sure that we're going to be the toughest team on the field. So we're just excited to go out there and compete and show that we are.
Any questions for Barrett over Zoom?
Hey Barrett, it's Chapel with the State newspaper. Kirby Smart in his presser on Monday kind of went out of his way to say how fun it was to recruit you, and how kind of open and honest and direct you were with everybody in your process. What do you remember about hearing from Georgia as a high school recruit, and how much of a factor, if at all, they were decision? Were they close to Clemson to getting you?
Yeah, they did an amazing job of recruiting me. You know, they have a great coaching staff and great foundation over there with a bunch of great dudes who are just really bought into their culture. I mean, I'm here at Clemson because I love it here, and I'm not gonna say where Georgia finished my recruitment. I just know that I committed to the best university in the country, the place where I felt at home, where my heart was. But Georgia, they did a great job with recruiting me and really just expressing how much they wanted me to be a part of their program. But ultimately, I was a Tiger at heart, and I'm where I'm supposed to be. So I'm glad to be here.
And one more, you mentioned how many family members are coming down. What's it like to kind of try to coordinate all that on your end, and how many people are you expecting down there in the Dome?
I point all that to my mother. She handles my tickets. I'm just focused on my playbook, getting my teammates ready, getting myself ready. So I leave that all up to my mom. So, I mean, you would probably have to ask her just how much it's been. But I'm excited just that I have a lot of family members and friends who want to come watch us and, come watch me play. I really only know of like 2 people who are coming. So the rest, that's just up to my mom. But it should be exciting just to have a bunch of family and friends there for sure.
That makes sense. Thanks.
Thank you.
How does preparation look different for a noon game versus a night game?
You kind of have to speed up your process, and what I mean by that is if you have a night game, you kind of have time to I guess get all your stuff done. With a noon game, you have to like push all that stuff up, if that makes sense. So like I usually get my suits ready by on Thursday nights, but I'm probably gonna have to do that tonight just because we have a night or a noon game and we're traveling. So it's just little stuff like that. You have to make sure you're prepared in those ways. But I'll just say you have to push your schedule up a little bit.